Hey everybody, this is Titanium Turbo Ranger with my very first and what I hope to be a very long line of Power Rangers toy reviews. And for my first review I decided to do a megazord. And I'm doing the Galaxy Megazord from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. And here I have the Galactabeasts. The Blue Ranger's Gorilla, the Pink Ranger's Wildcat, Red Ranger's Lion, what a surprise. I mean, I've never seen a Red Ranger with a Lion Zord, it's completely unusual. The Yellow Ranger with a wolf, and the Green Ranger's Condor. Not a bad Zord. I like the Megazord. It's a really great Megazord. I don't mind these Zords. The only thing I don't like is how the Galactabeasts transformed from their beast form into their Megazord form. I never like that. The reason that the Galactabeasts were like that is because the Super Sentai version of what we know as Power Rangers Lost Galaxy was called Gingaman, and Gingaman was kind of a combination of Mystic Force and Power Rangers Wild Force in terms of the Zords. Gingaman was very mystical. Quasar Saber's Transdag was mystical, same as Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, but there was no space element at all. They stayed on Earth, they rode horses, and that was like their transportation. They rode horses, and the horses were cloaked with, you know, whatever color they had. You know, well, here we had the gliders. I can't remember what the gliders are named, but, you know, they're very similar to the Galaxy gliders from Power Rangers in Space. So that's why they're so corny when they transform. Never like that, but then again, you can't blame the American writers for it, because I think the American writers actually did a really good job tying in the space element. In terms of articulation, not too bad. Gorilla, he has to be very sturdy, because he forms the legs in the Megazord. That's why he has these big feet. His legs move, or not his legs, his legs don't move, his arms move. Legs here, they can move, but they're pegged in, and there's no really point to, wow, you know, you have to unpeg everything and they move. Tail moves. The wolf is extremely similar to that, because, you know, they both form arms. These will move, these won't move. The lion, he moves, his back legs move really well. His fronts are pegged, but, you know, you can unpeg him and he moves a little bit. His head moves up and down. It's not too bad. The Condor has the best articulation. His head moves up and down. He has little arms right here that move. His feet move all the way up and down, and everything moves perfectly. It's really nice. Then, if you pull his tail back here, his wings and his head bop up and down, so it looks kind of like he's flying. It's kind of cool. Always liked that as a kid. Another great feature of this Megazord is right here. Those are the fists of the Megazord. It stores almost everything. The only thing it doesn't store is the Galaxy Megazord Saber, which is, you know, way too big to store anyway. Where the hell are you going to put that? And the horns, actually, that go on the Megazord's head later on are stored right underneath on the Lion. Alright, let's go ahead and just transform this. This will pop all the way down. The arms, they fold. They extend. They go, you know, they fold up. These go right in here. These black flaps go down. The Condor goes on next. Grab the Lion. Stupid ass me. Just put him up straight, head up all the way, arms down, legs straight out, and they will clip on right here. 2 clips right here. That'll just clip right on like that. It's a little bit hard. You have to force it, but it gives a strong hold. Lion has the most abstract. First of all, take off these horns that I showed you. Those come off. Put those on the side. These feet will fold in. Now these are spring-loaded. His thighs are spring-loaded in the back here. You have to push them in, and then they go in this way. There you go. Now these can go up, and they lock in on a tab right back here. Then you're going to want to lift up his head, and it's all just one big section like that, and it's hollow on the inside, because you're going to want to push this in. There you go. I actually missing a couple stickers. There's stickers up here. But then again, these stickers were covering up gold chrome, so I took those off a couple months ago. I was like, what the hell is that for anyway? Looks much better the way I have it now. This will stay in the back here. This metal joint will go up to the front, lay it down straight, fold the head a little bit slightly, and it'll fold in like that. So that way you want something that looks just like this. Then you're going to open up the mouth, and you get the Megazord's face. Not a bad looking face, not the best, but it's not bad. I don't mind it. I think it looks decently nice. You take the Megazord. Horns go on these little pegs on the side here. And then you have 3 little pegs back here that fit into the clips that you have right here. And even though there's only 1 little peg in the back, it holds really well. I mean, this thing is damn near invincible. As a kid, this thing's in such good shape just because of the way it was built. Okay, the Wildcat and the Wolf, very similar. 2 legs, fold them in, they lock into the slots. These legs, up, lock in, bend it in half. Their mouths do open too, something I didn't point out before. Same with the Wolf, but he looks a little bit stupid. His little teeth look retarded. Tail folds into the slot right here. And then make sure you put it on the right side, because otherwise your fists won't. Right here, like the screw holes are on both sides, but only one side is the screw. Make sure that screw is facing the back of the Megazord, because otherwise the fists aren't going to fit on the right way. Same with this one. This folds in, this folds in. Legs fold into the slots, bend it in half. This goes back there. See, his mouth opens, but he has really retarded little pegs for teeth, so I just keep that closed. This goes on here too. There you go. Now you pull these out. These are the fists. The fists go on right here and here. And that is a perfect example of how the Megazord transforms. If you would like to, this little black thing can wobble a bit. It doesn't tend to, but it can. Just fold that down. That'll hold it. And the transformation is actually exactly the way it is in the TV show. The only thing is the fists magically appear out of nowhere and the horns just kind of grow out. I'll show you exactly what that looks like in the clip. Okay, so as you can see, the transformation is exactly the same. It's just extremely fast. But basically, yeah, I do like how it is show accurate. See, if you notice, the stickers weren't even there in the transformation sequence anyway, so the stickers they give you right here are just garbage. If you have them, take them off. Besides that, there's only a couple more things to it. Galaxy Megazord saber. Just, flimsy saber. Not bad. A little bit reminiscent of the Power Sword, but that was a thicker plastic rather than this wobbly stuff, and it was chromed out, but reminiscent of it. You could tell it's a little bit like it. That's cool. Another cool gimmick they included, which I do believe was a finishing move. I saw it at least once, I know, in Lost Galaxy. Go to the back, pull the condor off. This is actually just kind of, I call it his armor because it's die-cast metal. But the condor comes off, straighten his head out, and right underneath here on his belly, pull out a trigger, or not a trigger, a handle. You can put it in either of his arms. You just set that in there like that, and it created a blaster. And if I guess that's kind of more what this gimmick is for. It's supposed to be like a power blast of some sort. And I believe that was the Megazord's finishing move. That, or it would also use the Lights of Orion a lot, and that would be another finishing move of its. But this, when it was just in its regular, not powered up mode, that was the finishing move. But yeah, that's basically it. If you're a fan of the show, I would highly recommend getting it. It's much better than any of the other Zords. I'll be reviewing the Strato Force and the Toro Zord soon. But that would be that. A couple pros. Storage areas. Stays together really well. Cons. The articulation is really bad in 4 of the Zords, but it's really good in 1 of the Zords. They could have evened that out, I think, a little bit. Added a couple extra joints, with like pegs to lock it up, but other than that, that's it. Pick it up. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe. Have a nice day.